Here are 4 reasons why you should be using social media to grow your business. Now, when I was first starting out in business, I didn't realize the importance of social media and leveraging your social media platform in order to grow your business. But the truth is, if you're in business, it's very, very, very likely that your customers are on social media. So if they're already there, we don't necessarily have to put any effort into getting them there. We already know that they're hanging out there. So if they're already there, what can we do to attract their attention? Maybe it's not specifically sell them something on social media, but we can build trust. We can show testimonials. We can show the work that we do. We can show them into the process so that they can see exactly what it looks like when we work with a client. And all of a sudden they're like, wow, I didn't realize that you could do all these things. It's all about awareness, you see. Now, number 1, the first reason, and I think this is probably the most important one, is that your customers are on social media. You have to be there because they're there. Now, one of the things to also understand is that you have to post content that's relevant to your specific demographic. So if you're just on there posting memes or jokes or whatever it is, yes, you can grow a large audience. Yes, you can attract a lot of people to your page. You can have a huge social media platform. But if those aren't the people that you're targeting, if they're not your target audience, it doesn't really matter. Because even if you tried to sell something to them, they just probably wouldn't buy it. So you have to find people that are attracted to your content. So you have to have high quality content, first of all. But second of all, you have to be posting content that's relevant to the people that you want to attract. People that are attracted to your brand, to your services, to the lifestyle, whatever it is you're marketing, whatever it is that you're doing, it's basically free marketing for your company. Right? So be very thoughtful about what you're posting. Your customer's already there. You don't have to try and get them there. You don't have to convince them to use social media. They're going to do it with or without you. So if they're already there, we might as well take advantage of it and understand how we can leverage social media to grow our companies beyond what we thought was imaginable. I know that when I first started using social media to grow my business, it really grew very quickly from that point onward, because I was able to showcase some of the things that I was doing with clients and the projects that we're working on and the ways that we've helped them grow and succeed and make more money. And so that created like a ripple effect throughout my whole business, because all of a sudden I had this platform that I was leveraging to bring in new clients, new customers, and then of course celebrating their wins and sharing their testimonials and all that stuff. It's very, very powerful. So remember, your customers are there, and this is probably the most important reason to use social media. Number 2, you have to establish an online presence. So whenever you're looking to leverage maybe a new vendor, or you're working with a new partner, or there's a company that you want to do business with, I know me personally, I look them up on social media. And so if I look up, let's say I want to hire a caterer, right? I'm having an event, I want to hire a catering company. Okay, great. Do they have any online presence? If I can't find their website, if I can't find their listing on Google, if I can't find any ads, if I can't find their social media, do they even exist? Now, of course, they probably do exist, but like in today's world, it's like, do you exist if you don't have an online presence? I think with the way that the world is going and how digital everything has become, how everything has moved online, if you don't have that online presence, it's almost as if you do not even exist. And I think that's so powerful, because the companies that are taking advantage of this, the companies that are investing in time and money in growing their online presence and showing people, hey, we exist. We're here. This is what it looks like to work with us. This is what it looks like when customers are succeeding. This is how much customers love working with us. See, that's an online presence. You can't dispute that. You know that if you Google that company, you're going to see all their stuff online. It's all right there. You can just look them up. And now you feel more comfortable working with them because you see the results, you see the process, and you begin to trust them. And that brings me to my third point, is building rapport with your customers. Now, one important thing in business is staying top of mind, and rapport plays into that. It is an important factor of it, but you have to stay top of mind, because guess what? If I want to use a catering company, there's probably, 20 of them that I could choose from. So who am I actually going to pick? Am I going to pick some random company that I've never heard of before, that doesn't have an online presence, doesn't have anything online? Or am I going to work with a company that is constantly posting photos and videos and reels and just content about their food? Their delicious food. I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. Every single time I open my Instagram, I see a new catering project. I see a new meal. I see something beautiful, something that looks really delicious. So top of mind, if I think of a catering company, I'm like, oh yeah, there's this one company that always posts on Instagram every single day. And every time I open my phone, I see how they're posting about this delicious food, and that's the company I want to use. right? I'm not even at the point where I know the price of it, but I know that I want that. I know I want that thing because I see it every day. They're top of mind for me. They've built enough rapport with me. I know that every day, every morning when I open my my Instagram, I'm gonna be able to see their content and see their food. And so that builds a lot of trust rather than somebody who posts occasionally. And it's like they post once a month and it's like, okay, so do they just do one catering deal a month, or like what's going on here? Are they even good? Why are they only posting once a month? Or maybe it's not that good, right? It kind of creates a little bit of distrust. And I know that a lot of companies probably don't have the time or the resources to post every single day or post constantly, but the more other people are doing it, the more important it becomes, because it's kind of like a standard. It's like if you're a business and you exist, you have to post consistently. If you're not posting consistently, do you exist? Is your product even good? It's like all these questions start coming up. So we have to be really thoughtful about our posting and even our posting schedule, the type of content that we're posting, so that we can remain top of mind and we can build rapport. And number 4, this is also one that it kind of goes a little bit deeper, but it's also one that I think is very, very important to start out with, is sharing your business ideology. At this company, we believe XYZ. At this company, we do things like this. These are our values. These are the things that we like to see with every single project. These are the things that we focus on. Here are our focus areas. So as you're sharing your business ideology, let's say you're a B2B company, you're selling to other businesses. If I'm a business that may potentially need your services, I'm going to look at your social media and I'm going to try to figure out what is the ideology behind what you do. Maybe you base everything on planetary moves. You're like, yeah, when this planet moves, we do this in business. I'm like, I don't really agree with that, so I'm not going to work with you guys. But if you're like, yeah, this is actually very logical, we calculated this, we use this formula, this is how we decide how much money you should be spending on ads, this is how we decide how many people you need to hire, like all of that starts making sense. I'm like, okay, cool, like this actually makes sense and I agree with it, right? And there's some people that will agree with the planetary movement ideology, right? That's just not my business style. So nothing wrong with it, but you have to portray what your beliefs and your business ideology is, because people will agree or disagree with it. You create a little bit of polarity potentially, but you are going to have raving fans, and there's going to be people that just absolutely love you and they want to work with you specifically because of the ideology that you use. Now, in my business ideology, I focus a lot on leadership and delegating things to strong leaders within the organization, or intrapreneurs. You might have heard that term. It's not entrepreneurs, it's intrapreneurs. Those are internal within the organization. These intrapreneurs are making a huge difference within the organization. They're helping me run specific departments where I know that I can trust this person to run that department. I don't even have to look into it. I don't have to ask questions. I don't have to micromanage. And so that's part of the business ideology that I bring into my consulting. So when I'm consulting a company on how they can grow, I'm showing them, hey, this is how we've built it. This is how we've been successful. This is how we grew so fast. This is how we hit 7 figures in this many days. We did that because we learned how to delegate. We learned how to lead. We learned how to lead by example. All these things are very important, and so they carry into the consulting and the services and the products that you provide. And so the more insight that you can share with people on that, the better off you are as a business owner, and it helps customers trust you more. So it plays into this whole online image and trust building aspect. You need that trust from customers before they're gonna buy from you. So anyways, guys, those are the 4 reasons that I believe every business owner should be using social media to grow their business. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.